What's I know?
I've been there. I've been living this truth. I've been eating ass since it was a fruit. God damn it. Listen to me. Listen to this track. So yeah, it's really not love unless you eat their ass.
On God, nigga.
Facts.
On God.
Summer Walker said it. That's just a bona fide
That's just
truth.
what it is. We're gonna start off with some facts. If you ain't eating ass, then
What you doing?
And if you a real OG, you know that we I hate to even refresh it because it feels like something you should know. We've been with that wave since day one.
Imagine
we've been not the openeers, the entrepreneurs, the pioneers of eating ass.
imagine opening the podcast thinking it's gonna be regular as hell, and it's just
I didn't think that was gonna happen.
eating ass, nigga, straight
Well, here
straight
we
to
are.
your face. Here we are, nigga. You better be eating ass out there.
Male, female, something in between.
Whatever you identify as.
Just go ahead and hop in the boat. Let's do it all together.
Not
Anyway.
together. Whoa, not together. Eat your own ass. Well, don't eat your own ass. Find your own ass to eat.
Put yourself in a pretzel and then eat your own ass.
What's that Netflix show again?
Wait, yo.
What is it? What's it called?
There's an ass eating joke?
No.
No, it's talking about.
Well, maybe.
Okay, nah, see.
What?
No, I
You haven't said no. Well,
Yeah, go ahead. We got.
What you
trust
gonna-
me? Me?
I wonder
him?
how willing people are to like eat butt. Like, just, kind of just like go in, like say it's like the first date type thing. Are you just gonna eat butt?
First dates.
Would you
Are we
eat
talking
butt
about
on
the
the
stages of when you should and
When
is
is
that
The
what we
window of acid.
Are we finna break into that? Or is that finna be the first topic?
Like, is that some? It's
I didn't start
Listen,
this train
these
wreck.
podcasts come out early morning. Someone could be on their commute and they're about to hear about when they should not eat ass. And I mean,
Yeah.
they should know. They should know the spectrum. But now they probably sipping their coffee, driving to work, and all of a sudden they're just like, man, I didn't expect to learn when to eat ass today, or at least not right now. The sun just came up.
The sun just came up. Good morning.
Right and early, just finished the McMuffin.
Good morning.
All right, so you need to
Ready
be
to
sticking
eat
your
ass?
tongue in that butt.
Eating my hot cakes from McDonald's. Just
Fuck
so
them cakes, nigga, them the wrong ones.
can't tongue them cakes, and if you can, ain't that good.
Ain't that good, nigga. You fucking up. But go ahead, proceed with the when should you. You
question.
all right, so I'm gonna finish your question that you were about to ask. When is the appropriate time to eat your partner's ass? Go ahead. Go ahead, Ray. No, we're in this now. You made a whole song, man.
I was back in the gap. You guys can still find it if you look for it, but I think I'm very conservative, so I'm gonna say after marriage. Clearly, that's a big step for everyone, and I think it should come with the ring. You shouldn't just be eating anyone's.
You shouldn't just be
It's gotta come with the ring. It's gotta come with the ring.
the stink ring.
All right, man.
So-
Go ahead and do the introductions, man. Let's
Okay,
go.
okay.
Two types of rings.
It's Ray, it's Corey, it's Finch,
We in this bitch,
and I
man.
think I saw the president the other week.
Who? Which one?
I don't know. I only know that there was a mass escort convoy. Like I had to write down the numbers because it was like someone very important has to be in this vehicle. Because it was 2 white limos. I'm guessing one was a decoy, and they were in between 20 motor cops just on those bikes. Zoom,
It
zoom.
was prom. You probably saw like the mayor's daughter or some
a
shit.
funeral.
If it was the mayor's daughter, and I didn't finish the convoy, 20 motor cops, 8 undercover, SUVs, and a bunch of regular old cops in their Dodge Darts or whatever. But if that's the mayor's daughter,
I don't think that's
I want a tax refund. I want a reimbursement
Nigga, you ain't never gonna get that
for
shit.
sure.
Nigga, you ain't gonna never get that shit.
But I'm thinking that's got to be someone important.
somebody important.
Yeah, or an ex-president, yeah.
But then I got to
Former
thinking,
president.
if I was in that position, would I want to be moving like that?
Hell no.
You'd have to.
If I had enemies, would I want to move like that?
You'd have to. You wouldn't have a choice.
Now, this is where I give you a rebuttal. If you saw President Biden in a 1993 Toyota Camry,
You wouldn't believe it.
you wouldn't believe it. This thing is missing paint. One of the wheels don't match the rest, and you're just like, is that Joe Biden?
You think he's gonna drive around like that? Though?
No way. That's not Joe Biden. I just think it's a safer opportunity. If I was president, you'll see me moving in a broken down Volvo with a screwdriver as the key, and you'll be like, is that President Ray? There's no way that's President Ray.
Be realistic,
no way.
though. You know, there's always somebody watching the president literally 24/7.
Somebody gonna be trying to
find.
Spies
are like intellectual as AF. Like, you know.
Here's
You
the
think he
thing.
can get away with that?
I know I can get away with it because if you see me in an old Honda, there's at least 1,000 old Hondas in one city. So you got to find that one Honda that I'm in.
But they see everything that goes. Well, I'm not gonna say that. There is secret tunnels in the White House and stuff.
He's
like
talking about
that.
outside though.
Yeah. Just
Yeah, I know. I'm saying, but I was gonna say they see everything that goes in and out of the White House, but they have secret tunnels. So I mean, it's possible. But then when you think about how I know you're gonna talk about it, how advanced technology is. I mean, if they pick up his face on any one of these street cameras, then it's probably OV.
The beautiful thing is, if I was Joe Biden, my face is so old and wrinkly, I could look at 27 old white men and I'd have no idea which one is Joe Biden.
Whoa. Was that racist?
No, he just looks like a turtle. But the same thing could be said for Mitch McConnell. So you see where...
and Bernie.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you see the skin starts to,
Flap.
get soft and you're just like, huh. Yeah, that's a man.
It's one of them.
Which one?
It's one of them.
But anyway.
Usually,
All I'm saying is...
I'm the one acting bad, but y'all niggas acting up today.
I just wanted you guys...
I didn't even say anything.
Y'all niggas acting
I want
I'm
your
literally
opinion.
going with the flow.
I'm
I want your 2 pennies on like my transportation methods. Do you think I'd be
Nigga, you gonna get
safer?
shot.
Really?
You gonna get sandblasted.
You
in
would
a
not
Prius.
be safer.
I think so.
You're getting shot.
I
in a
think you're
Prius.
underestimating spies
I don't know. I don't like.
Yeah,
and like
probably.
spies and like what are like the people that hound people down. You know,
I'm
Bounty
saying
hunters.
this would probably
bounty hunters.
this
like, I
would
think you're
probably only
underestimating
work in
them.
the United States. If I tried to do this in Ukraine, I wouldn't last that long. But here, I know I could probably get away with it.
You think so?
Oh yeah,
I feel like you're gonna get your ass shot, but if you believe it, I believe in you.
especially if I have multiple cars, multiple broken down Honda Accords. They bring me
So
to
you're
one,
gonna
bring me to
populate
another
the
one.
area. Before you go to a place, instead of filling it with bodyguards, you're just gonna populate it with random cars that look somewhat similar
Random
to yours.
beat down cars.
So then they all just look the
Why
same.
not a Tesla?
Because then it's much more
Just EMP
likely
that
to-
bitch.
No, you wouldn't
I
expect
guess that
to
too.
see the president in a Tesla either.
You could just EMP that
I
bitch.
definitely
though.
would.
Just turn that bitch
Why
off.
would you? No, you would expect them to.
A vehicle of status.
You would expect them to be in an envoy of
Convoy.
cars. Convoy of cars instead of
I mean, if
just
I s-
a regular old Tessie.
I see
You're
what
saying?
saying.
You're
It's,
saying?
I feel like it's the same.
So you're saying
effect.
if I was just rocking in one car,
Just
no one would
any
suspect it?
regular one car. They won't be like, oh shit, that's Joe Biden. No, they would not expect that. No.
I feel like it's much more likely.
They'd be like, oh my God, he looks so much like Joe Biden. But that can't be because he's just in a Tesla.
Same thing could happen with the beater. In fact,
True.
I'd say it's probably safer.
That's what I'm saying. The same effect. Effective? Probably not. You probably get killed.
Sooner or later, somebody's going. That's got to be Joe Biden.
I've
That's
seen him on my
gotta
route
be
like
Joe
7
Biden.
times.
Yeah, that's fucking
Yeah.
Joe Biden. I'm
I
killing him.
didn't see him exit the White House. You know what I'm saying?
Somebody gonna get you, bro. You only can put it off like once or twice, and then like the third time you getting shot.
If anybody writes a
sucks to live
story
your
about
life
that,
like that.
if anybody finds out and like actually does some research on it and finds out I'm getting through with all these beat down cars, oh yeah, it's over.
Yeah, all it takes is one person being too curious.
You know what's crazy?
Why does President Biden always smell like gas and oil fumes? Let's do some research.
Finds out he's been
hate
pushing a
the smell of
goddamn '89 Corolla. They gonna hunt your ass down.
Yeah, you were saying, Corey?
I was just saying I hate the smell of gas. Oh, I was also saying the children of Barack Obama. Was it Sasha and Malia?
Oh yeah.
They were in Michelle Obama's book, and they were like, "Oh, if you're asking if I'm afraid somebody will try to kill me every time I leave the house, the answer is yes." So I mean, I think
Jeez.
it's pretty serious.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you can't just drive out in any old beater and expect to feel or be safe.
The crazy part is like people really be that angry to be like, "Fuck the president, I'm gonna kill your daughters," and it's like,
I mean, look at what they're doing,
Yeah.
in Buffalo.
I feel like it's mostly
These
just due to
motherfuckers are crazy.
misinformation, needing to point the finger at somebody.
scapegoats.
Mm-hmm.
Niggas love scapegoats. People love scapegoats, bro.
Ain't nobody can stop them.
Y'all heard that Kendrick album though?
I knew some way we were gonna segue
gonna
to
say,
it. I respect it. I respect it.
Around the bush.
I ain't beating.
I mean, it wasn't the smoothest way to get here. In fact, I think we were in a pretty dusty Corolla on the way to this album talk, but we got here.
We here now, so go ahead and say your dues, man. Go ahead and say your dues.
What's up?
Y'all can go first.
You didn't want to ask any specific questions about the album?
No, I was just asking how you felt about it. I mean,
Most of the time, whenever I listen to a Kendrick album, the first listen's always just like,
tough.
What was this?
Yeah.
And then the second time, it's like, okay, I'm starting to understand. It's almost like
you got to keep peeling back.
You got to keep
like
learning.
That with Blonde, with Frank Ocean's album, it took time to for it to. You got to let shit grow on you, and now once it grows and it sticks, and every time you listen to it, you hear something different or something more. Then I think it's one of those.
It's beautiful that way because now it's
beautiful that way. It's timeless. Yeah.
But at first listen, I was like, okay, that was nice, and then the second listen, I was like, okay, now I'm understanding.
No, the first listen was.
First listen, I liked it. I think the first listen, I immediately latched on to Father Time. I was like, that was a hard song.
Oh yeah, that's one about the father issues.
Yeah, I was like that first time I heard it, I was like, I'm fucking with that.
I got daddy issues. That's on me.
They got daddy issues.
I was like, that shit hard, and then I gave it another.
I had to play that one back twice because I was just like, well, once, but you know how it goes. Like I was just like, did he really just say that? He did.
He did.
All right.
He did.
Let's keep pushing.
I listened to that one a couple times before I moved on to the next track, but I liked it. All around, I give it a 10 out of 10. It's a 10 out of 10 to me.
Fuck you.
Fuck you. I don't really rate. I don't rate albums like that anymore.
I rate albums against their predecessors.
Let's unpack that.
That's how I rate them. I don't rate them against other people's albums. I rate them against their predecessor.
I don't
predecessors. Yeah. Okay. You don't rate albums?
I guess I should probably elaborate on that more. I don't rate them on number scales anymore just because it's too hard.
You can't rate an artist, you know?
You can.
Can you rate Picasso?
Yeah.
Probably. But
what's the measurements?
Depending on my opinion.
From fire to not fire, from good to not good?
Whatever I want.
Technically, that's it. Yeah.
From fire to mid, to ass, that shit mid.
But it's
Starry Night, yeah, that shit.
Really?
That shit ass.
It's really just based on the connection that you have with it.
Yeah.
So
based on my connection, that shit mid.
I got you.
That
so you don't number them.
I try not to. But with Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers, it was like this is definitely a great informative. Honestly, it was like Good Kid, Mad City, how he treats that one like a movie technically.
Yeah.
This one felt a lot like a play, if I'm being honest.
Yeah.
Like there was,
I feel like more of a
especially
book.
when We Cry Together, it definitely felt like that was the climax of a play where you're just like, oh damn, what's going on here? Until you reach the end and you're like, okay, can we just go to the next song already? You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. Those last 20 seconds and you're just like, okay, this was great and everything, but I feel awkward now. Let's go.
Yeah. Like, can we please, I'm uncomfortable.
I don't want to hear this.
Should I be here? Is this for me?
Probably
Hey.
shouldn't.
Hey, can we get the check?
Hey, Kendrick, I'm gonna let you go. Let you go, bro.
Yeah, I'm gonna let you go.
I'm gonna fuck with y'all.
Yeah. I'm gonna let you go.
We'll talk about it later.
But I'm gonna come back. Though.
Gotta get up out of there, man.
Trust.
But so you don't do it through numbers. So you just like good, great. How do you rate the album?
I don't rate album. I've never been able to. I've never done it.
What I try to do is I try to get them in a certain subject of like importance, I guess. Like J. Cole's The Off Season, I probably put that in just like this thing hits.
Important regarding like what?
Well, Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers, I put that in important as it's a perspective shifter.
A perspective shifter. So that's what's important to you.
Like it really makes you think.
Yeah. Thinkers.
Yeah, I guess
I
put that in the thinkers box.
Yeah, it's not like just entertainment, you know? Yeah.
And I put The Off Season in pretty much entertainment. Stuff hits. Don't get me wrong, it hits.
Yeah.
It's just like...
That's definitely entertainment. Born Center was probably a mix, huh? What would you put Born Center with?
I was going to say entertainment.
I didn't really grade that album according to this, but I would probably put it in Thinker.
That's what I was thinking.
Because it does have rich niggas. It does have some decent commentary on like different
and
topics.
lyricism wise, you know.
I do like some.
I feel like if you're really putting a lot of effort in your lyrics,
I feel like it was
in
more
your literature,
but
then it's probably a thinker.
But back to the Kendrick album, like, what was your favorite songs going around the board? Like, what was your top?
The one that I could connect with, which was I don't remember.
You gotta talk to the mic, love.
Yeah.
The C starts with a C. What's that song that starts?
Hold on, man.
Count Me Out.
Count Me Out. I fuck with that one. That one I fuck with hard.
Okay.
I love when you count me out. Cause mind you, like I'm going through a really tough time right now at my job where it's like there's a lot of pressure as far as like work goes and like, you know, higher ups looking at you and everything like that. So it's kind of like one of those motivational type. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And honestly, I can't really speak to me having a favorite on this album, but I will say one thing. I don't really see why N95 is the peak song on this album, like the hit. You know what I mean?
They have a visual with that one.
Yeah, I know, but
the other ones don't. So that's probably why.
I like the song. I like N95 more.
Even when it first came out, like this doesn't feel like the hottest song on the album to me. It doesn't feel like the one that's hitting the hardest.
What's the hottest song?
Give me the whole list. Going
N95, you got Die Hard.
Touch.
For me, it's Count Me Out.
Yeah. Give me a second to look at it.
Hopefully.
Because there's definitely some that hit harder than others. And honestly, the one that he
Silent
did.
Hill was fire.
That brings me to something that I'll bring up later. But scroll down for me. It's the one that he does with I forgot the three of them. Miss Morale, honestly. That one's just a real mood.
Morale.
But if
What was that?
I guess if you want to do entertainment and informative, I guess that one would be the entertainment and informative. Honestly, which one was?
N95 has way more plays than everything
It's
else.
still new, so you're not gonna memorize all of the names yet because it's not like.
For informative purposes, I'm either going with Father Time or where was it? Oh, Auntie Diaries is really good too. It's kind of hard to really.
It's not a banger.
It's not supposed to be.
Oh, I thought you meant like one of those like.
No, she was looking for bangers. Like what songs?
Yeah, I was saying one. I was trying to give you the informative and the entertainment.
Oh, gotcha.
Because he talks about obviously.
Yeah.
Gender relations and
That was
Auntie
pretty
Diaries.
Cool. Not a lot of people touch on that one.
Which one was the one where he's talking about abuse in younger families
Was it
between
Purple Hearts?
I think
it was Purple Hearts.
I can't really. No. It's
I think
later
so.
than that. It might be Savior, honestly.
No, because that's when he was like J. Cole, he might have done this, but
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
not your savior. That's
Yeah.
not the one we were talking about.
but it goes into that's not the bridge, but the opening, I guess. It gets deeper than that. But anyway, if you haven't listened to the album, all this is probably lost on you. Just keep
Oh yeah, sorry.
Just keep fast forwarding.
I'm sorry.
We forgot to let you know, but you're kind of missing out here, and it's fine. We'll catch up with you in 5 minutes. Don't worry.
Shout out to the listeners that fuck with Kendrick. I mean, that's the type of people I connect with, to be honest with you.
It's crazy that he can drop an album and everyone's just like, oh, finally.
Yeah, people have been waiting, bro.
It's a culture shift, and honestly,
It is.
One of the things that I did like about this album is he came in, he said, okay, I did it, I made the album, but understand this, I'm out of here. I don't want to do this anymore. I'm not here for the culture anymore. See ya.
But he was like, look, if I'm going to be here, I'm going to leave an impact. And what he did was like talk about the mental health. I mean, breaking cultural chains, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he
like,
definitely did a lot.
Shit, what? He forced you to think about it. Whereas everybody else is just like, I'm not going to talk about it. But you can see the hurt. Same thing, like, and it made me think about the Will Smith situation. Ooh, did we think we were going to bring that up? Nope, but I did. When you think about the hurt and shit like that.
Is it April 17th?
I don't care.
Feels like it.
Okay.
I don't care. Like, you got to unpack it. You got to heal from it.
Yeah.
And I feel like people just look at things surface level, but, like, he forced us to dive in. If it's not about that, then I don't care about it, to be honest. I mean, I'm going to listen to it, but I'm not really going to fuck with it.
Okay. So, with the soundboard, can we get a feel for this album? Just give me a tone for it. We wait.
What do you want me to do?
Just give us a sound that fits the album. Do you like it? Give it something that goes with what you like. Do you not like it? Give it something that you don't like it. You understand?
Album was fire.
Okay, we'll just give it claps.
Did a great job.
That's good enough. That's good enough.
Go with the claps.
But moving on, one of the last things I want to talk about with this album is there was like a small disagreement going on with people, that song with sexual abuse and molestation of like minors and such.
A disagreement?
Yeah, because he has Kodak as a prominent feature in the album. Ooh. And Kodak obviously had that. He pled guilty to sexually abusing a 16-year-old in a hotel room. So obviously there's a conflict of interest there. Did you guys find any issue with that? Because I did find it a little odd that he was all over the album.
He was, but he said that he would be. When he was on the Breakfast Club interview, he was like, I'm doing something with Kendrick Lamar. At the time, I was like, Kendrick ain't dropped shit in like since when? Like I was like, okay, we'll see. But he did, and honestly, like of course I don't support that kind of stuff, but I feel like Kodak's one of those instances where he's like a product of his environment. It still doesn't justify what he did, but I feel like it's a part of the story, a part of the unpacking that needs to get unpacked. It's like the shit that you don't want to hear.
I got a different perspective on that. I feel like it just displays
the
nigga just human. And I feel like a lot of times when Kendrick drops stuff or our deeper artists drop stuff, like, and I'm gonna say it blatantly, like I feel like a lot of people just be eating it up and be like, he's so woke, he's so great. Like the music is great, he is talking about great topics, but at the end of the day, it still is just a nigga making music, or it still is a man.
He's not your savior.
I'm saying he's just a guy making music. Oh, he got Kendrick on there. I mean, he got Kodak on there. Yeah. He's a dude just like the rest of us. That's his homie. He's still gonna put him on there. He's not your savior. Stop eating it up so much. At the end of the day, it's music. Listen to it. Move on. Stop getting so hurt behind shit. That's how I feel about it. I feel like people take everything too literal, like way too like. It's just a nigga making music, and he put his friend on there, just like any other guy would, any other girl would.
But like with Kendrick, though, he's so intentional. There was a reason why he put him there. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I respect.
I feel like that's what makes it what people dig too deep.
That's his art.
I feel like it's the total opposite. I feel like people try to dig so deep and find a deeper meaning. That could be just a homie.
Oh, and Kendrick, he's gonna have a deeper meaning.
I mean, the thing is, what I want to kind of point out, I hate to say it, but my conspiracy in the whole mix is that he probably knows something we don't. He probably aired it out on the album. It's just over our heads, if I have to be honest. Because you don't just have Kodak on the album. You know his past.
There's a reason.
There's a reason. Now, what is it?
That's what I'm saying.
Honestly, I don't really even care. To be completely honest. He put together the album. He had its commentary. We'll find out later. And if we don't, it is what it is. We already listened to the album. It sounds great. It has great message.
On my butt, like a bud.
So, yeah, it is what it is. I would say go listen to the Mr. Morale and Big Steppers thing, but I'm not sponsored. No. I was just saying I'm not getting paid, so I'm not going to say it. But that
I'll
too.
Say it.
That
no,
too.
Go listen to it. It's fire. Go listen to it.
This is why you aren't getting a check. Anyway, so on to the next topic.
Free promo. What are we doing?
We got a couple things. Did you want to go next, or should I take the school project? What time are we at?